Hello, everyone, and peace of Christ, all of you. Please invite your friends, and if you have four wives, I don't mind. Just invite them, but not your father or mother-in-law. Enough is enough. Today, our topic is about the true stories of Muhammad. You know, Muhammad have a lot of stories, and I think all of them they are true. All of them. You know, I don't know where to start, but I'm going to give the Muslims a chance to join us live, and I will open my Skype as usual. Let me open it. And I challenge any Muslim, any Muhammadan, to show us one story of Muhammad is true. Anything. I mean, seriously, anything. You know, I live in the state, as you know. And in USA, in the West, in many countries in the world, you know, wherever there is a freedom, there is crazy stuff happening too. And, you know, but I never been into a striptease club. Never. But I never thought that a prophet of God, he found himself need a stripper in order to discover if he's a prophet or not. Isn't it amazing? One of the funniest stories, I'm looking for a stripper, but I cannot show anything, man. What is that? No, no, no. We cannot show that in the screen. Oh, no. Oh, boy. Okay, forget that it's more than what we need to show. Oh, boy. Okay, hold on. By mistake, I searched for image of a stripper. Let us make it cartoon. Maybe that will make it better. Oh boy, even cartoon is really something. Okay, cartoon. All right, cartoon. So, you know, like, what I'm going to say now. When you look at those stripper, you forgot the topic. What was the topic? Somebody, what was the topic exactly? What we were talking about? Muhammad true stories. Yeah. So imagine that Muhammad, first time he saw an angel, he could not recognize if it's an angel or not until his wife Khadija, who is very expert, obviously, did some striptease. Now, who in the world, he is a Muslim, he can tell me that this is a true story? Muhammad, he saw someone in the corner of his room. He always come there, but he never talk. Look like this angel is weirdo. You know, a Muslim angel, what you expect? He's a weirdo. So he go and he sit in the corner. And Muhammad told Khadija, I see someone in the corner, but I'm not sure what is that. Who is he? Is he the devil? Is he an angel? Khadija told him, next time you see him, please, my cousin, this is like a phrase the Arab they use because they marry their cousin, as you know. Please tell me so I can examine him. And you believe it or not, the Muslims, they have a chapter in their books. It's called The Examination of Khadija of the Inspiration. The inspiration of Allah was examined by the wife Khadija by doing striptease, beautiful striptease, mashallah, so beautiful. Smash Allah. I mean, you know, we heard of many prophets before and after, false, real, I don't know. But we never heard of any of those who so-called prophets. He come with such a method that the wife, she does a striptease so she can confirm to the husband that what he see in the corner is an angel. I'm going to make a publish in Twitter. I don't have an account in Facebook no more, but I made lately an account in Twitter. I'm going to publish that I see somebody in the corner of my room, and I will seek some volunteers. You know, if we ask the Muslims, and this is the story here, and this is the reference, let me translate this page to English, and this is islamweb.net. So Muhammadan will not be able to say to us, oh, this is a lie, it's not true, this is fabrication, you know, as usual. Islamweb.net. And this is the book of As-Sirah Nabawiyya, the biography of the Prophet of Ibn Hisham, volume number 1, page number 239, which means every single one of you Muslims, Muhammadans, after kissing the black stone, which is not an idol worshipping, absolutely not, and going around the house, which is empty, but it's a house of God, and it is always flooded by sewage, but it's normal because Allah don't care. If you don't believe me, go check the number, volume number 1, page number 239. And now we will use a magical translation, which is Google translation, so you can read with me. Let us do that using Prophet Google, peace be upon him. And you will see the story. Now, if you are a person who have you suspect that this story is not true, I will tell you that you are a liar. This is absolutely true story, and we can prove it easy. Obviously, Muhammad, he loves striptease. Secondly, Jibreel is a Muslim angel, so why in the world he will not be part of it? Let us use Google translation. Look. The test of Khadijah, this is Google translation, not mine. The test of Khadijah, proof of revelation. That's amazing. Oh boy. The test of Khadijah, proof of revelation. This is how Muhammad, his revelation being approved by the legs of his wife. So read the story with me. It says here that Muhammad, he told his wife that somebody coming to me. I don't know who's he, but he don't talk to me. So she said to him, if he come to you, Khadijah said, if he come to you, tell me about it. Then Jibreel, peace be upon him, came to him, as he used to do. Look, this guy Jibreel, he come every day, he sit in the corner. He don't talk to Muhammad. He don't say Assalamu alaikum. He don't say shish kebab, hummus. He sit in the corner like a monkey. Now, if there is a Muslim, he can tell us why in the world he is doing that. Please feel free. I cannot wait to see your answer. What is the reason for that? There is a Muslim in Skype is telling me, may Allah guide you. Okay, I don't mind. There is a striptease involved. Let us call him. He said to me, may Allah guide you. Where? Guide me where? Hello? Must be Fakira, maybe. Hello? Why he hang up on me? Why he hang up? I thought he want to guide me or something. Okay. I have someone want to debate you. This is a message from yesterday. You have someone who you want to debate me? Oh, just bring him. What? Okay. Uh, all right. People ask me question have nothing to do with our topic anyway. Guys, if you have a question, just save it for the chat, not for Skype. You're just wasting my time. Let us see. Until now, there is no Muslims. All right. Not even a single striptease is texting me. I mean, you see, Muhammad is lucky in every field. The guy, he needed striptease to prove his revelation. You know? You know what? I don't think I'm doing the right thing. So can Allah send me a sign of a striptease? Like, what is the proof that I'm doing the right thing or wrong thing? Allah will send me a striptease. So look what happened. So Khadija, she told Muhammad, when you see him next time, let me know. Because remember, he see him, but Khadija cannot. Now Khadija is an older woman. She have two husbands before Muhammad. She buried them and she took their money. Muhammad, he took her and he buried her and he took her money. And he started marrying women every few weeks after her. So the messenger of Allah, you know, Allah pray on him. He said, Khadija, Khadija, this is Jibreel. He is here. He is here. This is exciting. He came to me, Muhammad said. She said, get up, my cousin, and sit on my left thigh. You know, here you need to study. I don't know how many of you study the science of physics. Any Muslim can tell us why she asked him to sit in the left thigh? And what is the connection between this and religion? Any Muhammadan? I'm serious. What is the connection? I mean, she told him, get up, sit on my left thigh. So what is the reason? Why the left first? You know, what about what? Why not the right? I mean, what the heck is that? It's like a chemical, my friend. It's like this is like a laboratory. I mean, are making an experiment. Man. Ladies and gentlemen, excuse me, I'm going to ask ladies only. I don't wanna sit in the thigh of any gentleman. I am seeing someone in the corner. There is any volunteer who would like to give me an advice what to do. Should I sit somewhere? So Muhammad, like a child, like a baby, look, he did not even ask why. I mean, this guy is 40 years old. His wife, she just told him to sit in the top of her left thigh, and he stood up and he sat. Shouldn't he ask, what the heck? Why? What are you trying to do? Ask yourself. Supposedly now he see an angel. His wife, she told him, when you see the angel, let me know. So Muhammad, he saw the angel. Jibreel is here, Jibreel in here. You know? If you ask Lily Dawa, he have an answer for that. Brothers and sisters, the Prophet and his wife, they are free to do whatever they want. First of all, she is his wife. Secondly, she can tell him to sit in the top of her left leg. So what? Lily Dawa, but this is she is examining the revelation. Yet he did not have revelation yet. I mean, examining what exactly? Christian Prince is a liar. Listen, don't listen to him. By the way, my voice is better today because I took some hormone of testosterone to sound like a man. Listen, Lily Dawa, you do not need to do that. I mean, come on. You can have 13 wives, but you cannot have babies, still like Muhammad. Anyway, so look what happened. Who? Zakir Naik, he is on the line. Oh, just let him. Sure. Good and breath. First of all, I'm warning you. If we don't change the topic, I'm going to report you to the YouTube of police. What the heck? Why you want to report me to what? Who? YouTube of police? Or you mean YouTube police? Exactly. But I'm just reading a story in your book. I mean, it's not me who wrote the story. I mean, what's wrong with reading a story written by you, printed by you, published by you, and the website is owned by you? Good and breath. First of all, this website is not owned by me. And this is number one lie. Number two lie. This is not published by me. This is number two lie. Number three lie. You said printed by me. I did not print anything. Second of all, I don't even have a printer. So I'm going to report you for double murder and never lied. What are you talking about? I don't mean like it's you. I mean you Muslims. Aren't you a Muslim too? Good and breath. First of all, I'm a Muslim, but I'm different. For sure you're different. You're trying to grow a weird fertilizer, like 10, 6 fertilizer. Nothing is working. By the way, what happened to your beard, Zakir? I mean, when you are going to have one, man, I shave it at night, it grow up by the morning. Unbelievable. Why it's not working for you? Give the breath. Don't take the topic. First of all, don't try to speak about the Prophet Muhammad and his wife. They are doing something cuckoo together. What's wrong with that? Well, this is not about cuckoo. This is about Khadija. It says the proof of revelation. What cuckoo, you idiot? Don't you know how to read? It says, I know that you don't know Arabic, but no problem. A sheikh who do not know Arabic, that is funny. All of you are funny. It says here, test of Khadija, proof of revelation. The Khadija, she is examining the revelation by her thigh. How that work? First of all in the world, everybody knows that thigh is the first thing we grab when we eat a chicken. But chicken, we are talking about your prophet wife. What does that have to do with chicken and food? And focus with me, Zakir. We are talking about he sat on her thigh. He did not eat her thigh. Get the breath. First of all, I know that the prophet did not eat her thigh. I'm not giving you an example. So she said to herself, let me think about it and let us see try to do something. So she told him to sit in the top of her left thigh. By the way, why left? What about why did she say the right? Because it was the left thigh which is empty. The other thigh was the Abu Bakr sitting there. Anyway, to make the story short, so Prophet Muhammad, he sat in the top of her thigh, left thigh, and she said to him, do you see him? Look at the examination, brother. Do you see him? He said, yes. That's something. First test, failure. It's still there. Later you will know why I'm saying failure. So she said to him, okay, sit and turn and sit on my right thigh. Oh, so the left thigh did not work. So now we will try the right thigh. That is something. She said, so the messenger of Allah, Allah pray on him. And have you ever heard of a God? He pray on his prophet? Muslims, Islam, yeah, everything can work. So Allah pray on him. He turned and he sat on her right thigh. And she said to him, do you see him? This is Lady Dawa. He said, yes, I see him, yes. Look like the right thigh examination did not work too. Still there in the corner. And I will tell you later why it was a failure. So she said, okay, turn and sit on my lap. Oh boy. Oh mommy blue. Oh mommy blue. You can imagine Muhammad. And Muhammad is like a baby. He is not even asking what she is asking for. I mean, look, Muhammad is 40 years old. Shouldn't he ask the women, what are you doing? Are we going to have sex or what? What this is for? Muhammad is like a baby. She said to him, sit here, he sit here. Jump there, he jumped there. Sit in the shelf, go inside the laundry machine, he go inside the laundry machine. Okay, close the door on you, he closed the door. Go in the refrigerator, open the door, okay? Go inside the refrigerator. Muhammad, he do as she wish. He don't even ask one question. True story. So he turned and he sat on my lap. She said to him, she said to Allah Messenger, Allah pray on him. Look how many times they have to repeat the same thing. Every 2 seconds they say his name. They have to say Allah pray on him and peace upon him. He turned and he sat on her lap. Lap dance, man. That's the best. But in this case, Muhammad is the one doing lap dance, not the women. Because remember, he is in the lap. Anyway, things happen. She said, do you see him? He said, yes. What a failure. What a bum. What the heck? Even now, still he can see this person in the corner? Nothing is working. So Khadija, she is thinking now. He sat in my lap. He still see him. Maybe I need to do something more. And the translation here is coming really false, because when he sat in her lap, she take off her clothes and she said to him finally, do you see him? He said no. And then she said, praise be to Allah, oh my cousin, this must be an angel from God, from Allah. So who in the world can reject Muhammad as a prophet? You ask the Muhammadan, why Khadija she did that? They will say, because if Jibreel is not an angel, he will sit to watch a woman getting naked, having sex with her husband. Then we need to ask ourselves, if this is a scenario, why she did not ask him to sit in the top of her lap and take off her clothes from the beginning? Why first like thigh, second thigh? And you know, guys, look at this. This Abdul, he keep coming here. And each time, because we ask him about Islam, he say, are you Islamophobic? The Muslim who have phobia from pork, from the Jews, from the Christian, from the cross, from music, from the beach, from anything, from a chocolate, even they have a fatwa over Mickey Mouse is talking about phobia. I mean, you Muslim, you have phobia about everything. I have a case of a Muslim family in Saudi Arabia. They make a case against a genie. Why? Because the genie is stealing their food. And Abdul asking us, do you have a phobia? Look, he's talking. Hey, by the way, did you kill Mickey Mouse or not yet? Don't come here, potato. Take a hike. They love to play victims. If we have one page of the Bible in their country, they go crazy. They arrest you, they kill you, they burn you. If they have a church, if you try to build a church even secretly, they swarm your house, they will burn the house. And do you have a phobia? Muhammadans. And those, by the way, who speak about Islamophobia like the liberals, they are stupid to the bones, as usual. I mean, the Muslim, they have phobia from gays, lesbian, atheist, even cheese, even chocolate, even perfume, even, I mean, you name it. Hold on. Don't change the topic. Hold on. As long as we are talking about Muhammad, true stories, I will show you a story. If I go right now to YouTube, peace be upon him, and I type let us see what I will type. I'm typing in Arabic. Hold on. Let us type in English. What happened? I'm typing again, but this time I'm typing in Arabic, by the way, by mistake. But Google is smarter than Muhammad. He got my message without even look at the serious questions. Phobia. Can I keep a hamster as a pet in Islam? The answer no. Hamster is the enemy of Allah. If you don't believe me, go watch the video. And a Muhammadan talking about phobia. I mean, even a hamster, you do not leave him alone. Hold on. We are talking about true stories of Prophet Muhammad, don't we? Who is the enemy, the biggest enemy of Allah? A lizard. A lizard. Hold on. Oh, I love this hadith, by the way. Like when you do become a martyr for the Prophet, Allah will make you inside a parrot. You will have a body of a parrot. I love it. Green bird. And now I have a lot of women to sleep with, but I'm a bird. Okay, I will use my beak. It worked. Let us go to different hadith here. Let us see here. I will type the word lizard. Why I'm keep typing Arabic? My keyboard is not switching. Okay, now it's switching. Let us see the lizard. Yeah. A lizard. True story. Yeah, hold on. There is tons of stories about lizard, but I will show you. Look at this story here. True story, by the way. It's recorded even in history books. There's a historian, his name is Lizardine. He's very well known, you know. So Mr. Lizardine from the lizard ethnic group, he said that the Prophet Muhammad said, we were in army with the Messenger of Allah. We got some lizard. I roasted one lizard and brought it to the messenger and placed it before him. He took a stick and counted his fingers. Look of the Prophet, smart. He never saw a lizard before. This is the first time. Count his fingers. And what he discovered, he said, he discovered there are 5. Oh no. And then he thought about it deeply and he come with the conclusion. A group from the children of Israel was transformed into an animal of the land, and I do not know which animal it was. He did not eat it, nor did he forbid it. Muhammad, as long he become a nation from Israel, they became an animal. I mean, maybe the cow, maybe the chicken. And the funny, this guy, he say that they become pigs and monkeys in the Quran, but here he claimed that he do not know. True story, you know. And actually, yes, I was watching TV. Hold on. Just to show you that the Prophet Muhammad is saying the truth. This guy, he have a high observation eyes. Special. All right. Let us see. All right, I found a picture of Netanyahu and we can see his hands. The first thing you will notice that yes, he have 5 fingers. So Prophet Muhammad, he thought about it. He cursed those Jews. He made them animals. This animal have 5 fingers. Netanyahu have 5 fingers. Perfect match. So the Prophet, he come to the conclusion that those Jews, most likely they become lizard. Prophet Muhammad, he have amazing stories even about rats. Let us go and see one. Anything have 5 fingers is a possible to be a Jew for Muhammad. So Muhammad, he saw a rat. Let me show you. Where is the hadith? Where is the hadith? And here, by the way, in those hadith, Muhammad is counting the enemies of Allah. All right? But this is not our topic for now. Let us go and see. Here we go. Look at this one. That's deep. And look, this is the book of the beginning of a creation. What is the name of the book? The beginning of the creation. Chapter, the best property of a Muslim will be sheep. What? Wow. And the story is there. Okay. So the Jews are like going to be your property. All right, all right. The Prophet said, a group of Israelis were lost. Nobody knows. You know, this nobody knows, it have a special like impact on me. Always I sing the song like, nobody knows, nobody knows, nobody knows, nobody, nobody. Nobody knows, nobody knows, nobody knows, nobody. Nobody knows, nobody knows. I mean, this guy, he just said nobody. So who aren't you one of the buddies? And why this God don't tell Muhammad what is happening? I mean, what did this guy, he keep guessing anything he see have 5 fingers, he think they are Jews. So look at this. So a group of Israelis were lost. Nobody knows what they did. But I do not see them, except that they were cursed and changed into rats. Oh boy. Imagine you wake up in the morning and you are Jack Shalom. You look at the mirror, you find yourself, you turn into a rat. Hey Jack Shalom, how are you doing? Hello? True story. They were cursed and changed into rats. How Muhammad he figured that out? Here is the superior intelligence. This is the first laboratory observation of science method created by a Prophet Muhammad. He said, look at the logic. This is philosophy. Reasoning is everything. Reasoning. Let us reason together. For if, I love it when the Prophet say if. When the Prophet is say if, unbelievable. You are going to get something really big. If you put the milk of a she-camel in front of a rat, it will not drink it. But if the milk of a sheep is put in front of it, it will drink it. Muhammad, he said, oh boy, rats, they don't drink milk camel. It's forbidden in the Torah. It's forbidden in the Torah. It's forbidden in the Torah, in the Torah, in the Torah. So rats, they must be, they are the one who is missing from the nation of the Jews. And they are still conservative Jews, preserving the command of the Torah. The rat, he go to the milk. Oh, yuck. Milk, camel milk, haram, haram, it's not kosher. Jack Shalom, stay away from it, haram. I mean, those are rats and already are cursed. And now they care for drinking she milk. And by the way, this is a proof that you Muslims are doomed by Muhammad. Look, even rats are not drinking camel milk, but the Prophet, he ordered you to drink it. And even to drink the pee of the camel. And according to United Nations Health Department, most dangerous milk And meat is the camel. Very serious viruses. So even rat is smarter than Muhammad. He don't drink it. So here you notice that Muhammad is a person who he have true story. Those stories bring tears to my eyes. How many of us we saw videos of Muslims crying or reaction? You will see those false Christians who make reaction just to get a view. You know that the Muslim they swarm, especially when they see somebody is a blonde or white or etc. because they are white supremacist. So reaction of the Quran, Christian reaction. Like there's a guy, he is from Macedonia, Albania, I'm not sure. This guy, he is until now a Christian. Every day he make a reaction for the Quran, reaction for the Hadith, reaction. This guy, he have only reaction. He will not convert because he knew if he convert, nobody will watch his video. What a scam. So do we have any Muhammadan can give us one story Muhammad he said is not true? All of them are true. You see, I'm challenging you to prove that not to be true. And then look here, it says, I told Ka'b, who asked me, did you hear it from the Prophet? Ka'b is supposedly a Jew who converted to Islam for sure to save his ass. Obviously, he's a coward. He said Ka'b is a Jew, remember. So I told this to Ka'b, who asked me. So Ka'b, he asked him, did you hear it from the Prophet? I said, yes. Ka'b said to me, same question several times. So he's asking him again, did you hear it again from the Prophet? Like the Jewish guy, he cannot believe that Muhammad, he will say such a stupid thing. This is beyond stupidity. I said to Ka'b, do I read the Torah? I.e., I tell you this from the Prophet. So the guy, what this Ka'b al-Ahbar supposedly is a big rabbi who he's a coward. In order to save his ass, he became a Muslim, and he could not believe that there is a man he is saying such a story about the Jews, his people, that they become rats. True stories. I cannot find one story said by Muhammad is not absolutely truthful. As an example, Abraham. Abraham, he have a very sad story. They hated him. They want to kill him. They want to burn him. And then there is, when they put him in the fire to kill him, to burn him alive, there is not a single creature did not bring water from the jungle, from the Amazon jungle, because Abraham, he was in the Amazon. He did not come to stop the fire except the lizard or Geigo. Brothers and sisters, Geigos is our enemy. So the Prophet, he made a command to do jihad against Geigos. How evil, disgusting he is. Look, big part of the history of Islam. Here the Geigo became salamander. If Muhammad is not a prophet and he is a liar, how he knew such a scientific fact? You tell me. The enemy of Allah, they try to lie at the prophet, lie about what he's saying. Oh, and laugh about what he's saying. But as you see, the truth is so clear. Look at this story here. A woman, she entered into Muhammad's wife. And as you see, Islam is against slavery, to the point every Muslim, he have many slaves. Here it says, the freed slave women of Faqih ibn al-Mughira, that she entered upon Aisha, SAW, and she saw a spear in the house. O mother of the believers, what do you do with this? She said, well, we use it to kill the house lizard. For the Prophet of Allah, SAW, told us that when Ibrahim was thrown into the fire, there was no beast on earth that did not try to put it out apart from the house lizard. So the Messenger of Allah commanded that should be killed. Brothers and sisters, do you still have any doubt about the Prophet true stories? Look at those stories. Beautiful. Only Prophet of God, he knew those details. Because I wasn't there, you wasn't there. How he knew? How he knew that all the creatures in the world, they come to stop the fire. I love cartoon. How beautiful to have a movie like this. All the creatures in the world. See how they join together, how love make them to come to save Prophet Ibrahim. Beautiful. Those things you don't see anywhere. I mean, you name it. Creature from every color. Every single creature. I like to see the rabbit taking some carrot to stop the fire. The chicken was throwing her eggs at the fire. The deer, he was saying to Abraham, "Dear Abraham, don't worry, we are going to save you." Even the snake, she was spitting at the fire. The frog was bringing water from, the swamp. The kangaroo come from Australia. He said to Abraham, I'm coming, I'm coming. How in the world there is some people until now do not believe Prophet Muhammad? All the creatures in the world, they come to save Prophet Ibrahim, not Abraham, from the fire. The dolphin, the shark, the cat, tiger, the bear, unbelievable. The bear, he came from Alaska. He have a lot of, coconut, because in Alaska there is a lot of coconut. Alaska is very hot. So, he was coming from Alaska in his way. He stopped in his way in the Nile River. He saw some alligator. He told him, "You want to join me?" So the alligator, he says, "Hey, what? Do you go where?" He said, "Don't you know what's happening, man?" He said, "What?" He said, "Don't you know that they are trying to burn Ibrahim?" So alligator, he put a lot of water in his mouth, and he came to Abraham. And even ladybug, you know, a turtle, ladybug, turtle, the new unicorn, cats. She did a lot of great work. Unbelievable, because she's so fast, you know. So she was like jumping, like fast between the fire, trying to move the wood away, you know. And because this cat, she was working for the fire department before, so she used to volunteer before. She have really good expertise in those stuff. Okay, and then you know but we have to remember the sacrifice of one murder. Pink one. The pink one, he come from the North Pole and he jump into the fire because he have a lot of ice with him. He put a lot of ice in Abraham, and then he died. May Allah bless his soul and give him a lot of virgins. The penguin, you know, that's why penguin, they are unbelievable, beautiful, beautiful. You know, I mean, he come all the way from the you know the thing. So, and then, you know, he put the ice on Abraham, and you know, yeah. Who can really deny such a fact? Somebody, his name is Elias, he says, and the Catholic recreation to Quran. Catholic recreation to Quran. What a donkey. Yeah, some people, they say that the Catholic is the one who created the Quran. You stupid idiot. What a donkey you are. Don't come here. In fact, if not the Catholic, all of you will be Muslims by now. They are the one who fought the Muhammadan invasion to Europe. Potato. Always, by the way, you will see from time to time some donkey here and there. Copy paste. They have no idea what they are saying. So anyway, who in the world can deny that the prophet, he have knowledge and his stories is true? Even the prophet, when he spoke to his beautiful donkey Yafur, which he stole from a Jew, he asked him a question which never been asked before to a donkey. And this is telling you how the prophet is so special. He think about you as an animal. He asked the donkey, do you like females? And brother and sisters, imagine yourself, you are a donkey. I'm talking to you as a Christian. Imagine. If you are a Muslim, you do not need to imagine, because you have to be a donkey to believe in those stories. So imagine yourself, you are a donkey, and the prophet is asking you, hey, do you like females? The donkey, he looked at the prophet. He could not believe it. Finally somebody care to ask. Somebody is being the voice of donkeys. Somebody, he care for the feeling, the sexual feeling of a donkey. The donkey, he respond with his beautiful voice. No. He said no. And this is the first donkey ever. He was announcing himself to be a gay. He don't like females. Now, don't question what I'm saying. Go and read it. It's in your book. Even I made a cartoon about it. So the donkey, who do not like females, his story with the prophet, his love story with the prophet did not stop here. According to the Muslim books, that when the prophet of Allah, he died, the donkey was the first one to commit suicide. He went to an empty well and he jumped inside the empty well, like, he fell in his neck and he died. You know, the first murder, Ya'fur. His name is Ya'fur, and the prophet called him Ya'fur. Otherwise, he was a donkey. Allah made like him 60 donkeys from this kind, this brand. 60 donkeys for 60 prophet, and he is the last donkey of his kind for the last prophet. Makes sense. True story. I mean, can you notice? Here we go. Somebody posting the video I made about Ya'fur, the cartoon. You can go and watch it. Maybe you can download it and save it and post it later. Yeah, this cartoon cost me a lot of money, by the way. to make it. A lot of time too. True story. Until now, there is no Muslim, zero Muslim have an objection. Beautiful. And there is animals in Islam, they have a special place. As an example, the cow. The biggest chapter in the Quran is the chapter of the cow. Anyone knows why it was called the cow chapter? The biggest chapter ever in the Quran. Anyone knows? The reason for that is something true. Absolutely true happened. Let us go to the Quran. So those who they are not educated can learn. Get education. Are you studying medicine? Do you want to be a doctor? Do you want to work like in the crime department for police or investigation or whatever, like FBI, whatever in your country is? Do you like to do that? I will tell you a method. You can find who is the one who killed anyone. All what you need to do, get some beef. You know what? I never thought that beef can do such a power. A Jewish man was killed. This is the Quran chapter of the cow. A bunch of Jews, they came to Moshe, and they said to him, Habibi Moshe, the guy he was killed, we do not know who killed him. Can you tell us who? Can you tell God to help us to find who killed him? So Moshe, he called Allah, and Allah told him the way to make him back to life. So, and then remember when you killed a man and fell into dispute among yourself as the crime. Look at this. You are Moshe now, and there is noise and fight. Who killed the man? Moshe cannot find the man. Moshe, you are a prophet, but yet you cannot find who killed this man. Moshe is in the corner. Moshe do not know what to do. You know, he look like Joe Biden now. Moshe. Oh, Moshe. Oh, Moshe, what you should do. Oh, Moshe blue. Oh, Moshe. So Moshe, he received the help from Allah immediately. He told him, and he's reminding the people, do you remember? Look, the Muslim, they add the word remember, it's not there. And when you kill the man, because the Quran is so stupid, by the way, because what the heck is that? I mean, and when you kill the man, what the verse before it? I mean, if you read the story in the Quran, you will see nothing. I mean, what is this? What is this? What is the connection? Here the Jews become monkeys. Those who transgress in the Sabbath, they became monkey. I mean, Allah, he made them monkeys for fishing in Saturday, and Allah don't make them monkeys for having the biggest festival of gays and lesbian in Tel Aviv, in Haifa. I mean, he Muslims, what are your brain? They have a huge festival for homosexual in Israel every year almost. And Allah, he made the Jews pigs and monkeys for breaking the Sabbath, but he will not then make them pigs and monkeys for huku. Somebody saying, I bet CP sing in the shower. Kafir, you are wrong. First of all, I'm an Arab. I don't take a shower. I got you busted. And if I want to take a shower, I do it as the Prophet Muhammad. I go and I take a shower in a water have dead dogs and women blood from period. This is how I stay healthy and wealthy. I will tell you what about the wealthy part. Because first of all, if you take such a shower, it is fancy. You are surrounded by women rags from blood and period. The smell, oh boy. The smell, man, so good. And dead dogs and garbage. And you are telling me, I bet you're saying when you are in the shower, I mean, who in the world is going to open his mouth or even breathe when he is in such a shower? What are you? True, this Prophet Muhammad, obviously, he's not mentally ill. No way. No way. Look at this. This is a proof that he is a very normal, you know, I mean, clean. Prophet Muhammad is the best for hygiene. There's a guy, his name Dr. Sabil Ahmed. I made a video for him. The guy, he went not. Brothers and sisters, this guy, he sound like Lili Dawa, but in a different way. You know, and he was speaking about the Prophet Muhammad. If we practice, if we follow his steps, we can fight Corona. We can't fight Corona. Just follow the step of Prophet Muhammad. Anyway, guys, why you changed my topic? I was talking about the cow chapter. See how fast you change my topic? We go back to the true story because I want to teach you how to resurrect people from death. Me, myself, by the way, I died many times. But I was lucky because I was like, you know, I was living next to a butcher house. I die, they hit me with the beef. I die, they hit me with the beef. I come back to life, I go, etc. Few years after, I die again. You know, that's why actually I have a mark. Look here, here. I know you cannot see it, but I can see it. Yeah, thank God nobody can see anything. Anyway, so you know, like you die. So they told Moses, okay, hold on. You need to do something. We need to find who is the one who killed this guy. All right. So and the funny, supposedly the Jews now they are worshiping a cow. And suddenly the cow can bring people from death. So is Allah trying to support the Jews believing in a cow or the opposite? So Allah, he told Moses, there is something in the Torah, but this does not have to do with the stupid story of Muhammad. But let us go here. It says here, Allah, he told you to bring me a cow, okay, and slaughter it. They said to him, are you laughing at us or what? What? Bring a cow, huh? What are you talking about? They said, call upon your God. Huh? Call him. We need, you know, solution. So they said, call upon your Lord for us and to make a plain to us. It is color. They need to know the color, you know. Okay. Yeah. What is the color? Allah, he answered back. He said, it's yellow. Man, yellow cow. Yellow cow. Those cows, you see them everywhere. Yellow cow. Okay. Bright in its color, pleasing to beholder. What a sexy cow. You look at it, something. And then they said, call upon your Lord for us to make a plain to us what is verily to us the cow. Anyone understand anything, by the way? Seriously, anyone understand what this story here is? Stupid. Doesn't make sense. Not in Arabic, not in English, not in any language. But let it go. So this is here the story of the cow, and then suddenly the Quran moved to a story of a person who got killed. When you kill a man and fail into dispute among yourself as the crime, but Allah brought forth that which you were hiding. So we said, strike him, the dead man, with a piece of it, the cow. Does Allah bring the dead to life? Do you see how Allah, He bring the dead to life? By the power of the cow. Give me a cow, I will beat the dead. He will come to life, and you will say, wow. Give me a cow, cut it pieces, as you pleases, and I will make you go meow. So the guy is dead, he was killed, they start beating him. The guy, he sat down again like a zombie. He said, the one who killed me, his name is Ahmad ibn Muhammad Karnabit. What the heck? The guy, he come back to life again. Hold on. The story here is not clear for you. So I'm going to show you the interpretation and the explanation of the story. All right. Let us go and see Ibn Kathir, chapter 2, verse number 73. Until now, zero Muslim dare to call. They knew. How embarrassing. This is why they will never dare to call. This is Ibn Kathir, brother. Oh boy. So we said, strike him, the dead man, with the pieces of the cow, meaning any part of the cow will produce a miracle. Any piece of the cow? Are you sure any piece? Something fishy here. Guys, did you see the word any piece of the cow? And the miracle will be produced by beating the guy by the cow. What the heck? How come Muhammad did not do the same? Okay, kill a cow and beat anyone who's dead and show them how amazing it is. So, and what? So, meaning any part of the, is that including the penis? Peace be upon her, the cow. Okay. The tail. Okay, so any part of the cow will produce a miracle if they struck the dead man with it. We were told which part of the cow they used. Really? Which one? Oh, we were not told. Mystery. Hey guys, there's something mystery in the story. That will make it more suspense. When Muhammad, like he tell them those stories, like you are boiling inside you. You want to know what is next, brother. Like you are so excited. Oh boy, what part? What part? Now I have to try all the parts. I will go all over them one by one, and I will beat the dead guy. I hope none of you is an FBI agent, otherwise you will lose your job if they find you beating dead man with the beef. Trust me. Don't do it. Don't try that at home. So we were not told which part of the cow they used, as this matter does not benefit us either in the matters of life or religion. Huh? How come the color of the cow matter? The shape of the cow matter, the tail of the cow matter, all the description, and now this doesn't. Do you see how the duct tape? This is not important, brother. This is not important because that will not help us in anything. So why we need to know, brother? Like when they ask a Kurdish guy, he asked Lili Dawa, he asked her when Allah, he asked about the sin, when the people ask about the seven sleeper, why Allah did not tell them? He says, why we need to know? Allah don't want us to know the number of the seven sleepers. Why, brother, you want to know? Those questions will make fitna, will make you lose your faith. It's not important. What the heck? The whole story is about how many sleepers are the seven sleepers, and Allah could not tell us how many. And now this guy is trying to duct tape. Otherwise, Allah would have made it clear to us. Because Allah did not make it clear, it's mean get lost. Don't try to ask, man. Clear what, man? I mean, if this is Allah and He is God, and how in the world we need a cow to make the guy come to life? What about Allah make him come to life? And what make it funny, the verse in the Quran says, and this is how Allah, He resurrect people to life. Look, read it. It says here, thus, I love it when the Muslim, they say thus in English. It's a lot of thusy. Thus Allah bring the dead to life. So by what? By beating the dead guy by a cow. All of you in the resurrection day, you are going to be beaten by cows and beef. Get ready. Okay. Mean they struck him with it and he come back to life. This ayah demonstrate Allah ability in bringing the dead to life. Hold on. Is it the cow who brought the guy to life or Allah? Oh la la. This is so beautiful story. I don't know. I feel like I want to convert to Islam. I like beef. Sometimes, like, you know, I'm confused between being a Hindu, being a Muslim, being a Hindu, being a Muslim. When I'm making a speech in India, I have a big seminar, like 20,000 people, true story, by the way, and I made a mistake. I told those Hindus, do you know that the biggest chapter in the Quran is the cow chapter? Brother, the 20,000 Hindus become Muslims immediately. Allah, He resurrect people from death by cow. The power of the cow. Never misestimate. Okay, my English is funny. It's okay. Just let it go. Okay. Misestimate. Okay. Misestimate the power of the cow. Do you see what a cow can do? Cow can bring you to life. And you criminals, you eat cows. You disgusting creatures, you eat cows. You are not vegetarian like me. By the way, I'm very, very much vegetarian. You know, like I eat beef, but it's a vegetarian beef. I will explain to you why I consider myself vegetarian, because the cow, she eats vegetation. I eat the cow. Therefore, I'm very much vegetarian. Unbelievable, true story. Anyway, underestimate. My friend, what's wrong with you? You are correcting me now in English. I am the one who was teaching Shakespeare. I am the one who taught him English. What underestimate? Misestimate. Because you miss and estimate. Please don't correct my perfect English, brother. Come on. This is very embarrassing. You think you speak better English than me? Huh? We are the Arab. We are the one who create English. Shakespeare, my cousin, the one is very well known in Englistan, you know, which soon is going to be Pakistan. When he went to this country, nobody know English. So he told me what I should do. I said, teach them, you know. And he start writing, and I correct. First, in the beginning, his language is very bad, brother. So I taught him a grammar, you know. Actually, even the word the grammar, we have a story about it, because I sent him to my grandma to read what he wrote. So she helped him with correction. And since then we use, like, you know, grandma, you know, and then we start saying grammar from grandma. Yeah. Anyway, so this is a true story again, you know. If Muhammad's stories are true, why people don't believe my story is unbelievable. I mean, come on. So look at this. So they struck him with it, and he come back to life. Okay, and Allah made this incident prove against the Jews that the resurrection shall occur. That's deep. I never thought about it this way. The turn to be is not about knowing who is the one is the dead who killed the guy. No, the Jews don't believe in the resurrection day. And now he got them busted by the power of the cow. Do we have until now 0 Muslim text me? 0. The only Muslim, he texted me, I called him, he hang up on me. He opened his call for 8 seconds. 8 seconds only. That was the longest conversation ever. He says, may Allah guide you, inshallah. This Abdul, he do not know that Allah in the Quran, he said that he is the one who misguide people. And he said, are you going to guide the one who I misguide? Ignorant. They do not know their book. Are you going to guide the one who Allah misguide? And look how the Muslim translate the word deceive as, are you going to guide? Do you want to guide the one has Allah made to go astray? Are you crazy? I thought Muhammad was sent to guide mankind, and Shaitan is the one who misguide us. No, it turned to be Shaitan is Allah, as you see. Do we have any Muhammadan? Shall I share more true stories from Prophet Muhammad? How many of you feel like converting to Islam after few of his true stories, especially the one about striptease? You know, do you know why I changed the name I used to have for this channel? It was Arabian Prophet, right? Look what happened. I see someone in the corner of my room every day. But I have a problem. I don't have a wife. So how in the world I will find out if he is an angel or Shaitan? In order to find out, I need a wife. She will ask me to sit in the top of her left thigh first, and then sit in the right thigh second, and then she will take off her clothes, and she will ask me to sit in the top of her third. I like that part. Oh, really, I cannot wait for it. You know, the angel. Are you angel? Are you there? Hey, angel, come back really soon. You know, because we're gonna do it again. You know, what the heck? True story. What is beautiful story. And the prophet wife, she is doing that to examine the proof of revelation. I mean, look, the only religion in the world, the proof of revelation for it, based on thigh and legs and asses and belly bump of a woman. And you are telling me women are not important? Okay, hold on. If there is no woman in the house of Muhammad, her name is Khadija, she is twice older than Muhammad, and he married her for her money, and she did not ask him to sit like a baby child in the top of her leg, jumping from side to side like a monkey, and then asking him to sit in the top of her and she take off her clothes. How he will discover if this is an angel or not? And you will notice here how Muhammad is so obedient. He never even asked his wife, what are you doing? What do you mean sit in the top of your left thigh? He did not ask. He just do it. Muhammad is very watched. Like, I mean, he's like a trained in the circus. Sit here. He sit here. I seen all those videos in YouTube. Very cute, like puppies. You know, you sit here, he said. Stand up, he stand up. Shake hands, he shake hands. Unbelievable. Muhammad, he don't even like a puppy. He don't even question, what the heck are you doing? I told you I'm seeing someone in the corner. You're asking me to sit in the top of your left thigh? And we asked the Muhammad, and what is the connection between the left thigh and the angel? The right thigh and the angel? And sitting in the top of her? They say that if he was not an angel, and now they will have sexual possession, he will stay, brother. Because Shaitan, he loved to watch porn. That's deep. Listen, I never thought. You see, Khadija is so smart. She said to herself, if this is Shaitan and we are going to do boom boom, he will sit there, he will smoke cigar. But if he is an angel of Allah, he will take a hike and he will leave behind his bike. Who can deny such a true story happened to the Prophet? The book of the biography of a Prophet Muhammad by Ibn Hisham, volume number 1, page number 239. Always I have something to number 239. I don't know. Since I did read this story. 239. That's a special number. And you know, I like when I opened this page, I did not even go to the second page or the previous page. That's it. I'm stuck with it. Since I noticed there's left thigh, a right thigh, and sit in the top of me, I was saying to myself, why I want to leave such a beautiful page and go to page number 240? Why? Give me a reason. I will never do that. I better stay in 239 forever. Do we have any Muhammadan? We did not mention Muhammad flying to the seventh sky in the top of a flying donkey and blah, 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 blah. I mean, this is just a little of endless. Oh, did I say endless? Prophet Muhammad, he promised us endless penis, which is scaring the hell of me after I watch a program about the Amazon fish. Man, you put something in the water, those fish, those little fish, you know, they have teeth like sharp, like a razor, you know, they eat you alive, you know. That's why when I go in the Amazon, so in order that nothing can eat me in the Amazon, I say smash Allah, and all those fish, they stay away from me. Any Muhammadan? But the most important, yes, at the end of the story, Khadija, she said, praise be to Allah. This is an angel, not a shaitan. The translation in English is not coming correct. Very beautiful story. Fish with one eye? No, my friend. Okay, hold on. I will tell you this story about the fish with one eye in the Amazon. You know, I don't want to really, but you remind me, I don't want to like to talk about true stories happening to me, but I will tell you what happened to this fish with one eye. Okay, when I was walking in the Amazon, there is an angel, he come to me as a fish. Okay? And when I saw this angel, I felt fishy. You know, like something fishy about him. So I did hit him on his eye. And like his eye came out like boing, 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 boing. True story, by the way. I have witnesses. I have a lot of fish was there. I mean like 1,000 fish were watching, if you don't believe me. So I hit the fish in her eye, and their eye came out, and then it turned to be this fish is the Amazon angel fish, angel. Yeah. But how I know? I felt suspicious, like she's watching me or something. And this remind me of a story happened to Prophet Moses, when the angel of death, he came to take his Saul, Moses, who took some courses, obviously martial art. I don't know. There's some rumors about Moses that he was a Chinese. I'm not really sure, but there's rumors that he was in China and he was a Chinese, and somehow he have some skills. Some they say that he is he is half Chinese, half Japanese. I mean, at the end of the day, it is ease, Japanese, Chinese, true story. So what happened to me remind me of what happened to my cousin Moshe when the angel of death came to take his life. Let me see, where is the story? Who can deny those stories, by the way? I mean, you cannot, if you have little decency, deny that those are true stories. Look at this. This is Sahih, authentic story. Abu Hurairah reported that Allah Messenger, may please be peace upon him and Allah pray on him, has said the angel of death came to Moshe. As you know, Moshe is a Jew. I mean, you want to take the life of a Jew? Are you kidding me? Good luck with that. So respond to the call of Allah. Who said that? The angel. Imagine you are Moshe, and now it's time to go. Moshe. It's time, Moshe. Prepare yourself to death. I'm going to take your soul. Right now you have to answer Allah's call. Immediately. Commercial break. If you have a problem with your calling system, please, you can call Elon Musk, because simply now he is going to give you a very good discount. You can call Allah, you can call Prophet Muhammad, you can even talk with Moshe himself, even though Moshe is so busy teaching karate. Back to the story. And then Moshe look at the angel. What the heck? He did not like the angel. They start exchanging, challenging. The angel look, Moshe look. Moshe got excited. The angel get afraid. Moshe take advantage. He give him a blow in his eye, and he knock out his eye. The truth, my friend, the truth. The truth come from the Prophet Muhammad mouth. This is a true story. And then the angel of death, which thank God I don't have that job. I mean, imagine I am the angel of death, and each time I want to go to take the life of a Jew, he will beat the hell of me. What the hell of a job is that? I don't want to do anything to do with it. So Moshe, he hit the angel of death in his eye. He knocked it out, like boing, 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 boing. Like, what the heck? It's not easy. It's not easy to be Moshe. It's not easy to be an angel of death too. Each one of them is a specialist in something. Moshe is so good in karate. And look, we have to say that Moshe was very nice to him. he only knocked one eye out. Anyone knows why? Because if he knocked the two eyes, how he can find his way back to Allah? So he have only one eye coming out, not two eyes. Do you see how smart prophets of Allah? And then the angel, he went back to Allah to report to him his failure. Imagine you are an angel of death coming back to Allah and you have your eyes coming out in your chest. Allah, you know, this guy that beat me, Moshe, you did not tell me that Moshe, he play karate, you know, like Allah, he like, Moshe, I forgot that he play karate, So he went back, so he said to him, Allah, you send me to a servant who does not like to die. That's it. If you don't like to die, angel cannot take your life. The angel, he needed permission from Moshe to take his life. True story. I mean, come on, if Moshe did not agree, the angel cannot do the job. We have to be we have to be serious here. True story. If there is any Muhammadan here, he have a suspect for a second, or suspicion for a second that this is a true story. I mean, he have tons of stories about Musa. The other one, a stone took off the underwear and the clothes of Musa's. Shall I go and read that one? Oh boy. Lord have mercy. Do you see now why I say stupidity is amazing? If you are here for the first time, I feel sorry for you because you will be addicted. And if you are here for the second time, it's too late. However, if you are not yet subscribed, please subscribe. And if you are already subscribed, please unsubscribe. Because this is how we get excited. Like, people subscribe, people unsubscribe. Like, unbelievable how fun it is. Subscribe and subscribe, because there is a logic in Islam. If you subscribe to Christian Prince, Allah get angry. But if, because this is a bad deed, but if you unsubscribe, Allah will double your deeds. So do some mathematics. You subscribe, you lose one deed. You unsubscribe, you win two. This is how you get rich, brother. So do it. Subscribe and subscribe, subscribe and subscribe. Logic of Prophet Muhammad beyond imagination. Like, you rape a woman, this is a bad deed, unless she is a Christian or Jew, a Hindu, a Buddhist, it's okay. But then you can give a donation to the mosque, to Prophet Muhammad. This is a good deed. Allah will double your reward. See how your, or you can say Alhamdulillah 100 times, all your sin will be washed, even if it is like the foam of the sea. Isn't it, this is beautiful, by the way? You say 100 times a sentence, just 100 times. Your sin, brother, will be wiped out. Even if your sin is more than the foam of the ocean. And you have to say it in Arabic, by the way. If you say it in English, sorry. Allah is not racist and he is not an Arab God. You have to say it in Arabic. Subhanallahi wa bihamdihi 100 times in Arabic. But I don't know Arabic. Who care? Oh boy. Look how many sentences. Muhammad, he keeps changing the sentence. When he stuck with number 100 times. 100 times, 100 times, 100 times, 100 times, 100 times, 100 times, 100 times. Unbelievable. 100 times, 100 times, 100 times. different sentences each time. He create a new sentence for forgiveness, 100 times. Look at this one, and they type it for you. Look at this. Look at this. They type it for you in English letters, but you don't know because you don't know Arabic. So you can recite it in the Arabic sound. Allah then will listen to it. Look at the intelligence. So you have to say it in Arabic. So you have to say Subhanallah wa bihamdihi. This is how the Iranians sound when they try to speak Arabic. 100 times a day, it will have his sign forgiven, even if it is if they are like the foam of the sea. And guys, I want to tell you something will save you a lot of money. Commercial break. I use this to do my laundry. My clothes get dirty from time to time, excuse me, and I'm a human like everybody, so my clothes get dirty like once every 10 years, like not like everybody for sure, because I'm so clean. And then how I wash it, I don't spend money in detergent. I just say Subhanallah wa bihamdihi. And because now all the sin I did it in that clothes, all the sin is gone. Can you believe it, brother? Just I say I don't do laundry. Just try it. Put your clothes in front of you. They are dirty. Yeah, you. I'm talking to you. Yeah. Okay. Put your clothes. They are dirty. Okay, even the clothes you are wearing are dirty. Are you kidding me? I know what. Okay. Anyway, so put them in front of you and say Subhanallah wa bihamdihi. Remember to say it in Arabic correctly. If you miss one letter in Arabic not correctly, it's not going to be, the magic will not be activated. I'll tell you this story. Once I have sinned more than the foam of the ocean. It was like the foam of Joe Biden when he speak, or Zakir Naik when he make a speech. Brother and sister, I'm going to speak to you, and today we are going to speak about spitting. Zakir Naik, we do not need to speak about spitting. You are spitting all over. Christian Prince, first of all, I'm not spitting. Secondly, you are making fun of me, and this is considered bully. What the heck? Bully? Well, you are God. He keep making bullying the Christian, bullying the Jews. He bully everybody. Your God is a bully. Are you talking about bully? Christian Prince, first of all, Allah, he can bully anyone because he's God. And if he's God, he can bully anyone. And he can bully you. No, Zakir Naik, he cannot bully me. I bully him. Hello? Prove me wrong. So, Subhanallahi wa bihamdihi. Look, I just wipe your computer drive because it says forgiven all your sin as if it is the foam of the ocean. And we know what you have in your computer. All your sin is there. As an example, right now you are watching me. That is sin in Islam. So now all your sin is gone. Watching Christian Prince for all those years, your sin is gone. That's it. True story. You see how easy to forgive sin in Islam, and you just repeat them. Our friend here, Derby, he said I broke his glasses. See, guys, how people, they accuse me falsely of doing things. How in the world I did break your glasses? Okay, you want to get some money. I get the point. First of all, I can tell you that the glasses you are wearing is made in China. Therefore, you are not like, you don't deserve warranty. A China warranty is one time, use and throw. So my friend, it's not me. It's because the glasses you are wearing made in China, and I challenge you to prove to me that they are not. Everything is made in China. If the American, they go war in China, we will fight them naked. Unbelievable, man. Those Americans are living in delusion. They want to fight China, but they cannot even have an underwear made in USA. Unbelievable, man. And the Muslim too. The Muslims, the Chinese, and Mimi Hijab, he took off his clothes. He forgot that his clothes itself is made in China. You do not need to take it off. They can make you naked anyway. Anyway, forget about it. I like Chinese people. They are nice. Last time when I went to China, there's a lot of Chinese. You don't believe me? I posted a video about it. I didn't see a single foreigner. Chinese, 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 Chinese. I was the only one who is Japanese walking in the street. Anyway, do we have any Muhammadan here? And not only the people Chinese, even the food is Chinese. And in America, they keep talking about diversity. They have obsession with those things. Diversity, you know, the Muslim, like, you know, you speak to American, they are busy with the transgender, gay, homosexual, diversity, and they don't have, I mean, the country is messed up, and look what they are busy with. They are busy which sign we put in the toilet door. What sign we put? They are confused even what is male and what is female. They don't know. I mean, we are in the year 2023, and until now they are asking themselves, is the male a female or the female is a male? Prophet Muhammad impact. Anyway, stupidity is amazing. Not only Muhammad, he amazed me with his stupidity, a lot of people too. Do we have any question here? Are you guys enjoying your time here? Excuse me, I'm not politically correct, so if I hurt your feeling, I'm so glad to do so. I say it as it is. You don't like it, you don't like it. What I can do. Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when you come for you, bad boys? Yeah. Any question? Any Muslim? Can you show us the hadith of where the stone is steaming underwear? Steaming? That is something I do not know. Steaming? You mean stealing? It's okay, it's okay. Your English is funny. I will fix your English. I'm the only one who speaks good English, so it's all right. So yeah, you mean maybe this hadith. This is not about steaming, about stealing. So Moshe, he was shy, so he don't take shower between the Jews. So the Jews, brother, they accuse him that he have hernia in his testicles. Brother. True story, by the way. This is a true story. As you see, this is Sahih, all Sahih, authentic. Look, the book of Virtus. Look, book of Virtus. This is book of Virtus. Virtus. I mean, shame on you. Don't you see? It's Virtus. All of it is Verteris. It's narrated too. Look, tradition among the tradition tradited from the Prophet Muhammad. It's yeah. So anyway, so the story is very complicated. You know, so because Moses, he don't take shower with the Jews. He's shy. Very polite, Moshe is very polite, man. I heard that even his wife, she never saw his private part. Aisha, she said the same about Muhammad. She never saw his penis. I challenge a Muslim to say I'm lying. I have one solution for this story. She never saw it because he never had one. Otherwise, I want to know how in the world she is his wife and she never saw his aura. Anyway, so it says here that from the authority of Abu Hurairah, from the messenger of Allah, he said, by Allah, look, Muhammad, when he swear, it's mean this is very true, but beyond truth. Nothing forbid Moses to take bath along us. Oh, this is the Jews saying that, sorry. The Jews, they swear by Allah, not by fig. But scrotal, man, Moses was screwed. Look, he have a scrotal. Serious scrotal hernia. What the heck? He is Moshe. This is the same guy who did beat the angel of death. Remember, how in the world do you have a problem with his testicles? No way. Otherwise, he cannot play karate, because you play karate, you have to lift your legs up and you jump. So if you have a problem with his testicles, they will be like inflammation, and he cannot even move. Unbelievable. So look, so they accuse him that he have a scrotal, which means he's screwed. hernia. Moses, once he went to take for a bath, and he placed his clothes on a stone, and the stone moved. Put yourself in the shoes of Moses. You take off your clothes, your panties, and you put them on the rock, which makes sense. I mean, you don't put them in the floor. You put them on the rock. He put them in the rock. The rock started moving and running. So the stone moved on with his clothes. Moses run after it, which means the rock is moving, running, not just moving. It's not like walking down the street, la 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 la. No, the stone is running. The stone have legs at that time, brother. Not like now. Everything has changed now. You know, at that time those stones were organic. They eat organic. They shit organic and they fart organic. So this is why they can run. So the stone, she ran, and the Moses run after it, saying, "Oh stone, my clothes! Oh stone, my clothes!" Banu Israel, which means children of Israel, had the chance to see the private part of Moses. Man. Massive. Massive, massive. They look at it, what the heck is that? Women, children, everybody. Finally, they saw the private part of Moses, his penis. And you know what? His penis was a penis. It was not a penis. It was a banana from the Somalia. They look at it, mashallah, mashallah. Blessed be Allah, the one who made such a penis. So when they saw the private part of Moses and said, by Allah, look, I mean, they are talking about his penis and they are swearing by Allah. There is a connection. Makes sense. And when you see such a penis, what you say? You remember Allah right away. Moses does not suffer from any element, man. Look at this. The stone stopped. Look, the stone, this is sent by Allah. Because now they accuse the prophet. Allah wanted to clear his testicles from the accusation. So he made the stone run with the clothing and the wallet and the credit card and you know, the phone. And you know, Moses is a Jew, you know, hello, my wallet, he will never leave it. So he keep following the stone until he stopped in the middle of the Banu Israel. And then everybody saw him naked, totally naked. And look, you will notice in the story, nobody questioned how in the world the stone is running. All what they remember, how beautiful his private part. Like nobody said to himself, like, what the heck? A rock is running? Moses himself, he did not get astonished, like, what? The rock is running? No. Instead, he is running after the rock, speaking to the rock, asking the rock to stop, because at that time, rocks used to run. Actually, there's a music in America. It's called rock and roll. Do you know what the origin of it from here? Rock and roll. Very simple. So nobody even like asking how in the world the stone is running. Everybody busy looking at the penis of Prophet Moses. It must be a peace upon him. True story. And you are telling me that Muhammad is not a prophet? So, my friends, today I just share with you just little tiny, it's not even a piece of a bite of the very truthful stories of a prophet Muhammad. He never lie. He never fabricates stories. He is truly receiving this information from Allah, his God. If you don't believe in those stories, it means there is something wrong with you. You need immediately to join Joe Biden party. Because I think you need
to correct yourself. This is the party of self-correctness, self-correction, yeah. Where you are confused about your gender, about your gender, about your height, about your color, about your, I mean, just join the party, you will be okay. If you are not part of the party, you are racist. You are a phobic. You are a KKK. And Prophet Muhammad is not KKK for sure. He is the one who said that white people go to heaven. Allah created white people to go to heaven. He hit Adam in his shoulder. True story. His right shoulder, his left shoulder. When he hit Adam in his right shoulder, the white people came forth from his right shoulder. Brother, at that time, I think Adam used to have orgasm from his shoulder. So later, Allah he created a penis, as you see. So when Allah he created Adam, and he struck his right shoulder, and he brought forth his offspring, white like small ants. It's true. White people, when they are born, like small ants. True. And then he struck his left shoulder and brought forth his offspring, black as what of? They were like charcoal, very, very dark black. Then he said, this party, which means the white one in the right side, will go to paradise. See, white people go to paradise according to Muhammad. Is not a KKK. Is not racist. Joe Biden, he caught him, remember? And I don't care. And he said, this party in the left shoulder, go to hell. And I don't care. Can you believe how filthy racist he is? And then they try to fool black people to convert to Islam. This is why we are here to share with you little of the garbage of Muhammad. And I have to say, as I always say, if a foolish man like Muhammad can fool you, how fool are you? You agree with me or not? Let me know. Leave your comment. Don't forget to subscribe and then unsubscribe. Invite your friends and tell them where I'm going live. Always remember, to find where I'm going live, you can go to Patreon and you don't have to donate. Remember, my service is absolutely for free. I serve the poor before the rich. The Lord is my provider, not you. So you go to Patreon and you can always find where I will be next, so you can join us. Thank you very much for being here. May the Lord bless you. And this is your brother Christian Prince, was serving you humbly for today. See ya.